Good morning. Welcome to your Saturday morning, early morning intuitive guidance. You can tell that it's just dawn here. Oh, wrong side. There we go. Forgot I had my flip screen on. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum. I'm here with some words of wisdom to start your day off well. And I think I'm starting a few minutes early, but I don't know because I set up my camera. Good morning, Joe Neal. Welcome. Glad you are here. It set up my camera and for this, and then it fills the whole screen. And obviously from my background, you can tell I am not at home. So hello from Iowa. Fabulous. Love having foreigners in my purview. It's awesome. So yes, so I'm actually at my sister's in Sun Prairie. She's off walking the dogs, and today we are going to install good morning, Janine. Welcome, glad you're here. Install an epoxy floor. This should be a hoot. Send prayers. Welcome to whomever else is here. I see our number is 3, but only 2 of you have rolled, so glad to see that you're here. We have an interesting card for today. I think it fits right in with what we've been kind of meandering through the last several days. And it comes from the Earth Magic deck by Stephen D. Farmer. And I want to show you the back of the card because, again, I always think they pick the back of the card very consciously. And to me, this one is as above, so below. So we've got the Tree of Life above. Good morning, Cindy. Welcome, welcome. And we've got the roots, the deep roots below. And you can see the water. And it's almost like water's seen there. You can see the little bird right in there. I'm out of hands. So you can see the little bird right in there standing in the water. So just a very cool image. And let's start with some breath, like we always do. Let's start with some breath. Good morning, Carolyn. Glad you are here. Welcome. Thank you, thank you. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Letting your shoulders drop. In through the nose. A little deeper. Out through the mouth. Feeling that sense of peace beginning to come over you. In through the nose, even deeper. And out through the mouth. Doesn't that feel lovely? One more. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. And you can keep breathing in whatever pattern is comfortable for you at the moment. But I will show you our card for today. It is Whale Breach. Look at that. Right up out of the water. So breach. Take a guess. Take a guess and see if you can figure out what the card is going to be about. Because that's an interesting word. And it's an interesting behavior that whales engage in. And I wonder what you think our comparable behavior might be to this. Right? Let's see what it says. Whale, breach. This powerful creature of the ocean takes a few great sweeps with its fins and propels himself briefly out of the waters where he spends the majority of his life. He's taking a break from the ordinary earth element in which he lives to exist even for a few moments in the realm of blue skies and sun, having broken through the skin of the ocean in a magnificent display of fullness and strength. All baleen whales breach, but none more spectacularly than the humpbacks, considered the acrobats of this family. They arch, stretch, and twist their bodies even as they approach the surface of the water in what may be an ancient mating ritual, a form of communication, or simply a way to remove parasites. Always a good thing to remove parasites. In this image, get it back up here for you. The humpback whale that has burst out of the ocean expresses an almost palpable feeling of release and joy. Often when we manage to change our environment, to break through illusory blockages, and note that term, illusory. They aren't real. They're created by us or by others around us that we've bought into that thought process. To break through illusory blockages, we experience an intense feeling of relief and can let go of any previously held fears and assumptions about what would happen once we did overcome that barrier, whether it's material, emotional, or mental. We write story, don't we? We write story in our head that we often don't even speak out loud about what are going to be the bad things that will happen if we accomplish something, if we do something, if we change something, right? which is why communication is so important, because oftentimes when we do put it into words, whether we put it into written words, good morning, Beth, welcome, welcome, or whether we say it out loud to somebody, including maybe sometimes even just to ourselves, when we say it out loud, we put it out there, we can hear just how silly, self-limiting, crazy they sound. Good morning, Judy, welcome, glad you are here. Well, I can't do that because... My favorite one, and I've told this before, but I'm going to say it again. My favorite one is when my friend Bobby was scheduled to come to the motel I owned, retreat center, and we were doing a retreat that day. And she called me up in the morning and she said, Bon, I'm not going to make it today. I have to make my bed. So I replied to her, Bobby, what you just said to me was, Bon, I can't make it today. I have to make my bed. She said, I'll be there. And she showed up. Her subconscious mind knew that she was on the cusp of a big change and was trying to prevent it from happening. Because again, that subconscious mind is more primitive and operates on a more ancient kind of level and sees danger in every change. Danger, fear, all that stuff. Warning, warning, run, run, don't change. We, with our conscious mind, our cortex, have to overcome that, have to push through that barrier, right? So, showed up, wonderful things happened, on we go, right? It's oftentimes just getting over that hump, even realizing we've placed the hump there. That's a huge piece. So, again, why I think communication is so important. When we speak these things out loud, others can help us hear how crazy they sound. And then we can make other choices. All right? I love this next line. Are you ready for it? Hopefully some of you will today heed this. Simply getting away from the trance of technology for a few hours and spending that time in nature is a breach from the trappings of civilization that can suffocate us and prevent us from connecting to Earth. And not just suffocate us, but twist our thought process, create a whole realm of what we think is our true existence that isn't even real, right? How much stuff, how often do you look at somebody who's spouting something that you know they heard through some form of electronics and you're going, man, that's some crazy shit. But they've got it woven into themselves in a belief system, right? When we allow ourselves to take that break from technology, even an hour is huge. Put the phone down, put it away, hide it in a drawer, something. Really get away from it, because how tempted are you to get that dopamine hit when you pick the phone up and you look and see what's going on social media, what's going on in the news, blah, 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 all that stuff. What emails have I gotten? Ping, ping, ping. Put it away. Put it away. Allow other aspects of your being to step forward. The part of you that resonates with nature. The part of you that understands those natural ebbs and flows. I was just looking out the window at the moon. Can't see it anymore, but it was out there behind the trees going, oh, that's what phase we're at. Sometimes we don't even pay attention. We don't even pay attention to what's going on in our natural world. It would behoove us to do so, because many of the things that are currently happening in our natural world probably wouldn't be happening had we not mucked it up so badly. So, time to pay attention so that we can make some changes, right? Simply getting away from the trance of technology for a few hours and spending that time in nature is a breach from the trappings of civilization that can suffocate us and prevent us from connecting to Earth. So now here's the message that's specifically for all of us, the 8 of you and me who are on here today. It is time to take a break. Not just a coffee break, but a respite from the usual environment you find yourself in. That trip you wanted to take? Go for it. Tired of being indoors? Make it a point to get outside. You have become so attached to your surroundings that you have created with them an illusion of safety. Yet it is not these things that make you feel safe. I've certainly done that. The library in which I spend most of my time back home, I've kind of created this little cocoon space which I inhabit more than would be good for me to inhabit. So realizing that and now needing to do that, well, I'm at my sister's this weekend, do some different things, right? So rather, the familiarity you have imbued in your surroundings have generated this false sense of security. Hear that again. The familiarity that you have imbued in your surroundings have generated this false sense of security. Taking time away from the familiar is literally about changing your external environment in a significant way, such as doing something unusual or perhaps something you have always wanted to experience. Another perspective is breaking through the barrier of beliefs that have constricted you in any way from being who you truly are. We were talking about our true selves yesterday, weren't we? Here we are again. The message is coming through again. That when we hear it twice, let's perk up our ears. I'm sure we're going to be hearing this message again and again because the universe is saying, hey, pay attention. Pay attention. You're getting locked into habit. You're getting locked into routine. You're getting locked into a smaller version of you than I want you to bring forth. This is your opportunity to do some intentional breaching. I show you the picture again because it's such a good visual. And it's some intentional breaching of these thought patterns which will open you to different worlds and perspective. Let's break free of those old thought patterns. Yes, exactly. Spring is a time for casting off what no longer fits. Good morning, Judy. Welcome. Glad you are here. Take a look at it. Is this thought pattern truly serving me? If you hear the word can't in any part of that thought pattern, I'm going to hazard a guess it's not truly serving you. Okay? The limitations that we create for ourselves. So I can't do that anymore. Especially as we get older. I think society puts all kinds of thought patterns on us. Well, you can't run anymore. You can't jump anymore. You can't, dance with wild abandon anymore. Watch me. So let's break free of that stuff. Well, it's unseemly for someone who's this age to do blah, blah. Garbage, 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 garbage. What did you love to do as a kid? Try it again. You might need to go a little slowly, regain your skills, but build back up to it. When you look at people who, there was a picture on my feed as I was killing a little bit of time before I jumped on with you guys. There, now did that sound just like someone who was trapped in the phone? Yes, Iris App, absolutely. An amazing woman, and a woman who saw through different lenses. And boy, didn't her glasses represent that? Different lenses, right? Look through your different lenses. What did you used to do that you loved doing? Was it swimming? Was it riding a bike? Was it bowling? What was it? But there was an image of a woman on, and I don't know who the woman was, but they were talking about her. She was 93, I think, who loved wearing skirts and heels. And she was still wearing skirts and heels at 93. Now, my feet screamed when I saw that. But nonetheless, if that's your jam, do it. Do it. What did you love to do? Don't let anybody tell you you can't do what you love to do. If you want to wear your white seersucker pants in November, you go for it, sunshine. All right? Time to let go of all of these self-imposed and societally imposed limitations. No, be your true self. That's what the whole Red Hat Society is about. Bust free of all this crap that says you can't wear that with that. You can't do that anymore. This is unseemly if you're going to do that. Time to do things. Time to do things. Time to have fun. Time to read the things you want to read. Time to go the places you want to go. Time to do the stuff, right? Time to be who you want to be. Yes, bust out of them. Maybe it's you don't want to be working so hard anymore. Maybe you want to be playing more. Bring it online, a little bit at a time. So let's say you're working 5 days a week, but they're long days. Let's say they're 12-hour days. Throttle one back to 8. Do it. Just do it. If they fire you, collect your unemployment and have a life. Have a life. I think we have so much more to live than what we allow ourselves. How many people, it's work and home, work and home, work and home. And there's nothing else put in there. Even on the weekends, well, I'm too tired. I have to recover from my week, so I'm ready to go have another week just like this week. No, 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 no. Do it different. A little bit, a little bit. So I'd love to have you put some of them in the feed. What will you do that's different? What will you do that is your breach? Let me find my card again here. Stuck it back in the box, can't get it out. What will you do that's your breach? Today. Let's do it today. What are you going to do? I'm going to learn how to put in an epoxy floor. Never done that before. This should be interesting. Watched all the videos throughout which they're declaring how simple and easy this is. And I'm looking at it going, it don't look so simple and easy. But we're going to take a whack at it. We'll see what we get. Always opportunities to learn and grow, right? So what about for you? What are you going to do today that busts you out of your typical Saturday routine? Little things. Little things. If you're the workaholic and Saturday is I'm going to clean my house day, maybe Saturday becomes I'm going to do my laundry day instead. Shake up something. Just a little something, something. Whatever. All right? Put them in the feed. I'd love to see what y'all come up with that you're going to do just a little bit differently today to create that breach. Have an awesome Saturday. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are. I'm glad you love this, Judy. Awesome. Set forth and see what you come up with. Bye-bye.